Hey guys, what's up, man? This is still Ifeolu Oshike, and of course, this is still Tea Time. And of course, I still have Nima and Ifeolu with me, and yes, we'll be dissecting more stories on the show. Nigerian singer Jay Martins has advised people against being too generous of the dangers because of the dangers associated with it. The music star made this known through his Instagram page. He wrote, "If you keep doing transfer for every pathetic touching story, yes, sooner or later your own story will be told to all. As the new touching story to everyone, be wise. All of us this street, you owe nobody anything. Be happy for the one who God has blessed and trust him for years to come. It will surely come."
This one is hitting home for me personally because I know that when I first moved back, Naira was so fickle for me that when somebody really came and asked for something, in the large scale of things, I'm like, sure. And he is absolutely right. I think without knowing, I have created a reputation for being generous with money, work, at home, friends, everywhere. And then before I knew it, I noticed that, because I'm not stupid now, I noticed that people were now beginning to take a piss and stuff. And so I had to really cautiously like remove myself. So now I've learned a few things. One, if it's not money that I feel like I can give away, as in like it's not coming back to me, I'm not giving it out. Two, if I feel like, I'm so sorry, but if I feel like you and I don't have a personal relationship in any way, I'm not the savior of the universe. And at first I used to think to myself like, you know, if this, let's say he wants 10K or 5 or something, this 10K leaving my account is not going to do anything to me. But this person not having the 10K is so like, you know, it means the world to that person. That's what I used to say before. But then now, as in this particular moment, what I think about is that despite the fact that this 10K is not going to hurt my feelings, one, I'm sure I'm not the only option.
Of course.
You understand what I'm trying to say? So if I feel like you and I don't have that personal whatever, then I wouldn't do it. And I'm not doing it. I'm not saying I don't want to give out money anymore because I don't want to be generous anymore. But I think that it can be a bit irresponsible if you're just going about giving money based on feelings. Like you have to actually calculate and keep money and consider like things that you're not seeing. Like maybe next month they're not going to pay you early, or that the money that you're expecting is not coming. And so those little 10Ks that right now seems like it's nothing can actually come in handy. And as long as you cannot go and meet that person when you've given 10K to please help me, I really don't think you need to be offering help to every single person. And then I realized that even when I'm in situations, thankfully I'm very good with money and saving and all of that stuff, so I'm never really in that position. But even the little times that I have been, you'd be very surprised how hard it is to even, and like people don't even want to hear it. As I'm even saying, before I want to ask, I'll say, hey, yeah, don't worry, God, you know, you got to sort you out or whatever. Me, I'm the opposite. Like before you even say, oh, things are really tough, I'm like, okay, why don't you tell me? So since then, I've woken up, I'm like, except you, and also like people who, when I've given you before and you're not very good with either following up or following through, you tell me your opinion in 2 weeks, I don't reach out to me in 2 weeks, or that kind of giving me stress, I'm never, ever borrowing you money again. But if I know that, okay, this person actually maybe is in a company that doesn't pay early or something like that, and is very good at keeping up to date and is very responsible with the money that I don't have. Yes. People, they know themselves, and so this is like true life event. This is like my real life story. So when I know that people who I know that give me back when they say that they give me back, and even when they don't, they are very respectful about it. Then I'll always be there to like, because I feel like I'm just helping you get through a phase, and that when your money comes, you'll be better, and you respect my money, you respect my time, you respect my effort. So I have learned a few things that I never thought I would learn before. Because honestly, when I was living as an adult everywhere else, nobody begged me for money one time ever. So like it's something that I feel like I've had to learn as time goes on. So I completely agree with what he's saying, that your gist, that thing of your gist becoming your own story, becoming the new story, is so true that people don't start saying, oh yeah, that one, she does not have anything to do with her money, go and whatever. And it's only you that knows how your money is. It's only you that knows your reality and stuff. So it's pretty insensitive. So you have to kind of look out for yourself first before anything else.
Yeah, I think it's a problem. Yeah, when I saw this, I was just laughing because it can never be Misha, number one. Number two, it reminded me of my friend. I have a friend, she's a people pleaser. I think that when you're a people pleaser, you are going to be in this situation. You are going to be the one that people are going to talk about. They're going to tell serious stories about you because you can't say no. like, no, this girl, if they're asking her for something, she doesn't have it, she'll now be looking for it to actually help that person. Like, that's a good thing. But baby, you don't have it. Like, you can say, sorry, I don't have this money. You don't have to start calling people and looking for who to borrow from.
As in she's borrowing for somebody else?
She's borrowing to help. And,
much.
So she doesn't know how to say no, because she just wants to please people. I've told her that this is an issue, because you see it as having a Christian heart or being, but I mean, even Christians, you have to be smart. You don't have this money. As you said, you have to have financial intelligence. You have to know what you're doing, when it's okay for you to like let money go. To be very honest, if I'm borrowing someone money, and as you said, if I'm borrowing someone money and I know that this person will not pay back. Sometimes when the person comes to meet you, you know that this person will not pay back. So be sure that money is something that you can let go of at that moment. So if you just say, okay, take it, that's the last you hear from that person, and you're okay, it's fine. I said I was going to let it go. That's okay. But if you know that money,
well, for me,
you need it, and then you're still giving it, I think that's stupid.
Yeah.
And then you're trying to please someone that does not even care about you.
Yeah, no.
That's stupid. Nah.
For me, I'm of a different opinion, because when I give, I never expect back.
Okay.
So when I'm talking about the giving, I'm talking about to the people that actually need it, right? Now, I know certain people that they'll definitely get by, but because they know you have, at that moment, they are aware of the fact that you have, suddenly they have problems.
So you won't give those ones? You won't give those ones?
Suddenly, they have problems.
Are you saying you will give them or you won't give them?
No, like, you're not getting it. They will get by. They probably even have. But at that moment,
they know you have.
They know you have, and they just want to take from you.
So will you give them? I
know those ones. Why will I give them? Sure, you get. But I'm the type of guy that I could withdraw 10,000 naira. Inside traffic, I'm already dancing, and then one straight beggar is dancing. I give 1K here. As I mentioned the estate, boss, 500 here, 500 here. These people are standing under the sun. They actually need it. One cold Coke. It will go a long way in their life. Do you understand? So I don't believe in not giving, but when people now start taking advantage of it, it worries me, right? And I'm the type of person that's me. I don't get shame. If I need, I will ask you. If I need, I will ask you. But like if I said, right, what I hate the most is when you are beginning to ask me for your money, and but I don't even want you to ask me. Yes. And I'm the type of person that if I'm owing you and I gave you a date, right, and I don't have, I'll borrow from somebody else to pay you your own.
Just communicate with me that you can't. I'm not.
Do you understand?
Anybody that puts me in a position where I have to now start chasing you can't just know.
That's the end.
You cannot ask me for that money ever.
I think the problem with a lot of Nigerians, a lot of people in the world is pride. Yeah, especially when you need
entitlement mentality.
Is that that's not even pride self? Is this one? What is it self?
Why are you talking to me like this?
Is it not just 20K? If you try that rubbish with me, first and last time, just pray to God that you never ever need me. That I'm not the only option, because I will surely must disappoint you. I'm wired that way. You wouldn't like beg me that. Yeah, you are.
I'm in your good books. Oh.
Are you owing me money?
Eh?
You're not owing me money now.
I don't.
Now you don't owe money now. Fair?
I don't owe money.
You put me seven. I'm not owing you money.
Fair is smiling sheepishly.
She's not owing me money. She has never owed me money. That's the thing. Like, she has never even owed me money. I don't think if I had been in that situation where she said, if I need 5,000. If I ask for big things, like I need your car. Okay. I need your house.
You know that contact that you had the other day, yeah?
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah,
what's his name again?
What's his name?
Can I have his contact?
Can I have your soul for a day? Those are type of things.
But you know, you brought up something that's really tricky, which is beggars on the street and stuff. That's another thing that I would like to have a conversation about, because I used to be very big on that. I remember Christmas last year, we got food from Chicken Republic, because it was better actually. 500 naira pack, it was 500 naira then, and we went to go and give those people and stuff. So I even there's some people that I would say, okay, like I was friendly with, like I knew their names and everything. I'll get toys for them, I get whatever. But I used to give money out a lot, and somebody told me that I should stop giving them money. that what's
Their
it called?
parents
It goes,
around
it
the
takes to
corner.
their parents and stuff. And even the older ones, I should not give them money either because they could be using it for drugs, or that it's perpetuating the idea of them staying on the street and stuff. So you know, you were just mentioning how you give your money here and there. So what's the balance? Like, how do you rational? Like, how do you rational
Now,
you're giving
let
to
me
those
tell
people?
you something. God said, give and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive is actually the thing.
But selfish people receive.
But if you
all.
actually think about it, if you give, see, I don't know how God does it, right? But for every time I give,
It
I
comes
don't
back.
know, it always comes back.
Hundredfold, yeah.
Do you understand? Like, I don't know whether it's my faith, right? Maybe it's just because it's what I believe in. But I believe if I have 20,000 and somebody should ask me for 10,000, I'll give you the 10,000. We'll split it down the middle. Now, I'm doing a business with somebody, right? There was spare change from the business because we did not do something. And the money was like 88K or so. And I said, send me 30K. And I was like, bros, I don't understand this, your generosity. Oh. And I split it down the middle. Until today, I will never ever forget it because some people will actually send you the 30K, even though they know it is business money. Do you understand what I mean?
Oh, so he sent you more than that?
He sent me 44 and like a split
Right.
down the middle.
Right.
And, he said, and I will never ever 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 forget that because in my head I'm like, I was like, bros, I don't understand this your generosity. I beg, me will share.
I think that's why sometimes I also struggle with doing business with friends because when it comes to friends, people that I love, I don't see money
Yeah.
at all. Like at all. Like I would feed you. I would spend money without even like counting or whatever. But when it comes to friends, because I don't really have that many, and when I do, you have to have sense. So most of the time, my friends have that same view as well. So before you know it, we're taking care of each other, right? It's just most of the time you see that once you have it, you'll be the one to do it anyway. And I think at some point, because they're not leeches, when they say, if I has done it one too many times, they start doing it too. So there's always a balance. But I took it for granted until I had a new friend who a good friend of mine brought in, like it was a friend of hers. So I guess with time, we actually started doing our lives together. And I'll do the same thing I was doing for all my friends, which is taking, I just said, the way she was just, because I realized that, like, although I've never had this conversation saying, Neymar, it's your turn to do it. My friends always do it. The fact that this babe didn't do it,
have that conversation.
I just started to see that, like, you now start to see that your power is getting tired because you're the only one doing it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, she's the only one, like, this babe, the one that, let me not say it because I've not had this conversation with her yet. In case she catches herself, we'll have a conversation.
Let's move on from that. So on that note, let's move on. Please catch yourself and see and do better. Anyway, public figure Ka3na has mocked actors and producers who have not been acting and producing movies for months. According to Ka3na, most actors are now fully into brand influencing, an occupation they learned from Bbnaija housemates. She said Bbnaija has opened a lot of housemates and influencing money. No latest movies on Netflix. All Nollywood movie producers and actors have become brand influencers, which is bad and it's causing a lot of break, even to the movie industry. A lot of them have diverted in order to get quick money, forgetting that their talent and wisdom is crashing out of way.
Okay, first of all, shout out to Ka3na. Okay.
Shout out.
She made sense.
She made sense, so
Bad
like
sense.
like Ka3na, hello, somebody that I
Did you
struggle.
write that, ma'am?
I struggle, even the way she wrote it, everything.
Did she actually write it?
I'm like, you've thought about that. Anyway, Sha, I'm not gonna lie, it's in her line. I mean, this is somebody that has done a lot of business. Maybe you're not the most sound when it comes to dealing with humans and whatever, but she has said over and over again that she's a business babe, a boss lady, and so shout out to you for doing that because I feel like she's
only boss lady.
Yes, so we don't recognize.
You don't recognize Ka3na. You didn't see boss as our boss lady.
wow.
Yeah, which Ka3na?
Wow.
It's still boss, so.
May I recognize you, please?
Ka3na.
Yes, so do I'm if it's easy. Me that I'm sitting, I cannot do what she's doing. I cannot. So anyway.
You ever go for Big Brother if you had the opportunity?
That's not what made her boss lady though.
No, I know. Like, would you ever go?
I don't think.
I don't think so.
What
I
about
don't
you?
think so.
Nah.
Okay.
I don't think so.
You guys already know the answer. Don't ask me.
If you
They tell you today.
if I will leave,
Jump to the house.
See,
let me ask you a question. You're in the airport, about to board to go to Canada for a permanent residency P. You don't have any job sorted, but you're gonna get a permanent residency. When you get there, you figure it out, and they call you that your application for Big Brother.
I'm on Big Brother. Yeah. If I get to go Big Brother, if I get to go Big Brother, this was bad. Like, I'm going straight into the house, man. And that's to even be my story. I left the airport too. It's like I'll say it every day in the house so that people will pity me. You know, when I come out, is that the immigration officer really liked me, or do you get what I mean? Somebody must shall like me that want to help me. So in case I don't win, please still make me travel. But to think about it though, I think you guys already know. I think that's where I need to be. This is where I wanna be.
I'm so terrified of fame, and I don't know how. I feel like that's a very twisted thing, especially in this line of business. But like, I really want to make my impact in the way that I can in the small capacities. But I just feel like fame sucks out the joy of life. I swear, like it sucks out the joy of life. Like these people, like maybe because I also know them so well, like these celebrities and stuff. And shout out to all my friends. Like I respect you people and stuff like that. But I feel like it's so hard living their lives. Like there's little things. Maybe because I'm also not a materialistic babe, but like the little things that give me so much joy is such a impossible thing for most celebrities. Like taking a walk with your friend, or like just going to buy cheap food because you want or suya, or eating corn on the road. Like I remember one time I was eating corn on the road. I was waiting for Ife. I think he went to go drop someone or whatever. And then I just saw this really like this mama and everything. I don't know why. Like that's why I even like the area that I live in. I just like seeing cultures because I haven't seen that in such a long time. Like kids on the road or like people whatever. So I saw this mama with a bowl of hot corn and so I just go and buy it, and I started eating, and I was having a chat with her. We're having a good time. She was laughing about my Yoruba, and if it drives around, if it comes and says, "Why are you eating corn on the road? Wait, OAP, something," and I was like, "Oh yeah, sorry, okay." But but then you see, like the fame that I've got in comparison to the fame that like Tiwa Savage has got, or like you know Nengi has got. It's so I cannot eat my corn in peace.
But guess what? I apologize for that because I'm a changed man. See, now I realize that look, people like realness. So the other day, right?
I still eat my corn. Yes.
Olakira just came back from the UK from a store. There's this very nice spot at Agungi that we used to go and buy, you know, very local, affordable dishes and stuff. I saw him right there. Do you understand? And so was we put my phone and Sean, everyone and Shaki, everyone, and people were like taking pictures of Olakira and stuff and saying they wanted to take. I'm about to see, and they were taking the picture. Mamoya. Do you understand? And I was feeling his vibe because bro was one of
yeah, but you see, sometimes it's not just as simple as that. Like sometimes it isn't because they don't want to do that. Sometimes it's security reasons. Like I remember, okay, I can't say names. There was a very successful skit maker that I'm sure anyone will recognize his face. And theirs is even worse because their audience is actually the lower, and it sounds mean to say, but it's a matter of fact. Like the people that consume the most skits are like the hairdressers and the vulcanizer that just want to laugh really quickly and stuff like that. So he wanted to take a stroll so badly to go buy a pair of just loose ciggies and stuff like that, but there was nobody in the house to do so. And I had just gotten to their house because I was supposed to meet them up for something. And while I got there, he was coming back home just super depressed, like he had tears in his eyes and stuff. Then he was attacked. Like he went from hey, taking picture, and they got aggressive with him, took everything from him and stuff like that. So like it's not something that they can necessarily do, even if they want it, even if their personality doesn't care and stuff like that.
I'll give you more than 4 different stories of celebrity. I'll tell you another one recently, Mayokun. I was buying a music called Suya, and then he was driving, and then he looked, he was like, let me see, how far? Say, okay, we have a clown in the studio. He's not just wearing the clown mask, but he's
doing the clown dance.
He's doing the clown dance. All right, so me uncle saw me buying suya, yeah, and he was driving. I was like, yo, Mr. how far? So that suya makes sense. I say, yeah. I'm too packed. Walk down. force you had to get that. Do you understand? You go back into his car when you drove home. Do you understand? Like, even normally, at least in my say as well, he comes down, he buys his normal. Do you get what? He doesn't do.
But Nara's not in the car alone though. Like Nara has Nara
He don't
never
even
drives
deep.
alone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
the
don't
car
even
is packed
deep.
with people and stuff.
No,
you
there
have
are
to
like
have
2 or 3 cars behind.
Yes,
himself.
standard. You
So
have
what
to
I'm
have
saying
entourage
is
with
that, see, at the end of the day, man, see, no matter how big I become in this life, nothing will stop me from doing the things that
until
make
your
me happy.
life is threatened. But okay.
Until my life is
You will
me.
still have an entourage.
I'm straight
You still
now.
have
I'm
people
Which
Yeah.
already in itself,
different.
exactly. Because I'm not
straight.
trying to. I'm not. Sometimes you want to take a walk just for my sanity. Like I just want to be in my thoughts.
Hey,
and
me,
stuff.
I'm street
Which is
now.
why. Which is why also.
I don't understand. Already, as the street they come, they give them the street back. You understand? As in they bring and come, they give them.
Sorry, no offense to you, but you're talking like somebody that does not have fame. So let's get to that. let's get to that point first.
But
Okay.
guess what, right? You know, most of these guys now they become famous. I think they're the cause of their own problems. They become wait. They become famous and they start, speaking. Yeah, no. Please, sorry, man. Okay, hey, man, thanks, man. I really appreciate it, man.
Guy, do you not understand how hard it is?
Guy.
Let me tell you something, yeah. Do you understand how hard it is to be living as a brand?
Yeah, everything.
So
That's something that people.
I have to switch my life.
Do you know that if you do too much, you can lose value as a brand? Do you know?
Anything you do.
Do you know that everything that you do, this one you're making again? In fact,
newsmaker,
you're talking about something that's
understand.
obviously not your reality. If I own a bag, whatever, my bag is supposed to represent me. My bag has to have quality and it has to stand the test of time and you understand, make me look nice or whatever.
Quality.
So like my bag is what representing me. But if it's my face that I'm selling, I can't just move anyhow. I can't be associated just anyhow. I can have a friend. Do you know that's happened in the Malian school? Let me not call names, but his best friend was somebody that had a big scandal with a woman, like talking about domestic violence or whatever, and this guy is a big celebrity. He has to hide his relationship with his best friend in public because of that. So you cannot deny
but
that.
These guys are screaming in my ear. Can you okay, I've heard you. Stop it. We have to go on a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.